Welcome, bienvenue au Conseil municipal de la ville de Westmount pour le 21 février 2022. Welcome to the Westmount Municipal Council meeting for Monday, February 21st, 2022. I would like to call this meeting to order, and we don't have many reports tonight. I think everybody's followed the news and sees that we are in a stage of reopening for a lot of our services. So please follow our website, our social media, our different social media platforms, and you'll see as things progress, especially obviously there have been significant changes in how the WRC is able to accommodate more people, and as well the library and Victoria Hall with the programming there. So those are and we will update obviously our website as anything changes. And I know March break is coming up next week. There's lots of things to do in the city in terms of our outdoor activities as well, and I just would like to wish all those families who are going to be taking some time off to enjoy it, whether it's the toboggan run or their skating rinks, which are going to take a bit of a beating this week. But if you are able to take some time off with your kids for spring break, I wish you all the best. So I think we have just one update today from Councillor Kez.
Just me. Okay, super little. Just at the last snow clearing operation of the February 6th and 7th, just so you know, there were 30 cars that were towed. So please pay attention to those little orange signs, because it's not a cash grab. It's really, they need to clear the snow. So pay attention to the orange signs. And I just wanted to let council know that last Monday on Valentine's Day, I had the pleasure of assisting public safety and connectivity in delivering flowers and cookies to some of our seniors. And these surprise deliveries were super well received, and it was heartwarming to see these seniors with this surprise and smile. They were so appreciative. So just a big thank you to public security and to connectivity for the organizing this amazing initiative. It was really nice to see something positive, and this was just, it was really nice. So just wanted to share that.
Thank you, Councillor Kez, for participating in that. And I saw some of the commentary that was written in, and it would bring a little tear to your eye. One son wrote in and said, my mom would have spent Valentine's Day alone, but she didn't because of you. And I just thought that was just the sweetest thing for that son to have taken the time to write in. So thank you. And it's such a great relationship with connectivity between public security and all the work they do together. So thank you for doing that one.
Mayor, just quickly,
yeah.
While we were starting up, I just realized that we have 3 attendees. Okay,
yeah, I see that. I think that is it for updates on my part. Oh, you had mentioned the snow clearing. It is in terms of towing. We are in the midst of a snow clearing operation right now, and it's when it falls over 2 days, it can take a little bit longer because they didn't start to load the snow till Sunday, but they're in the process of it. It's wet and slushy and messy, as storms can be. But you're right, it is not a cash grab. It certainly costs more to slow down the street clearing operation with all the machinery that is there than what we're offsetting in terms of towing. But it is important to pay attention to the signs, because it really does slow down the system, and it's round the clock, right? So when we can load the trucks out at night, they can do it in double the time by the time they get to the snow dump and get back, instead of doing it during the day. So I was glad to see the commercial sectors and all the school areas cleared of snow this morning, and we're now tackling the rest of the city. So on that note, there are no questions that have been submitted online, but if you are an attendee and you would like to ask a question, you are able to do that. If not, we will move into the adoption of the agenda. So you do that through the Q&A. And I'm not seeing anything there. There will be an opportunity. It's a very short agenda tonight for a second question period. So we will now move to the adoption of the agenda, and that is Councillor Chamy.
Merci, Madame la Mairesse. Je propose que le procès verbal de la séance ordinaire du Conseil tenue le 7 février 2022 soit approuvé.
Avec les changements de numéro 11 qui est retiré. Right? There's an addition, there's a change on the agenda. Okay, thank you. Councillor Chamy, Mayor, Councillor Gallery is going to second that. All in favor? Carried. Confirmation of minutes, again, Councillor Shammy, l'approbation de procès verbal.
I move, Madam Mayor, that the minutes of the regular council sitting held February 7th be approved.
Thank you. A seconder on that will be Councillor Bostock. All in favor? Carried. Item 6.1, or item 6, reports to council, 6.1 with correspondence. The following documents are tabled. Résolution CM 21-1393 intitulée Adoption avec changement du règlement intitulé Règlement autorisant la transformation du bâtiment existant et la construction et l'occupation d'un complexe immobilier sur l'emplacement délimité par le boulevard de Maisonneuve, l'avenue Union et les rues Sainte-Catherine et Elmer, adoption sans changement du règlement intitulé Règlement modifiant le plan d'urbanisme de la Ville de Montréal 04-047, adopté par la Ville de Montréal le 20 décembre 2021. And the other items that are tabled are bylaw 04047-2021 entitled Règlement modifiant le plan d'urbanisme de la Ville de Montréal 04-047, Annex A of bylaw 04047-221 of the Ville de Montréal, Annex B of bylaw 04-047-221 of the Ville de Montréal. 6.2, Councillor Shammy.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I move that the minutes of the General Committee meeting of Council held January 17th are now tabled and available on the city's website.
Thank you. It doesn't need a seconder on that. I'm getting a note from the city clerk's office that I read the wrong item was read. I'm not sure if you could send me which one was meant to be read, but we'll continue moving. Item number 7, participation of a council member in a conference.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Sorry, Councillor Shammy again.
I propose that I move that a maximum expenditure of $224.20, including taxes, be authorized to cover the registration fees related to the participation of Councillor Matt Aronson in the Local Solutions to Net Zero Program Stream Conference held by the Federation of Canadian Municipalities in partnership with the Globe Forum 2022 that will take place virtually from March 29th to March 31st, 2022, and that the City of Westmount be authorized to reimburse Councillor Aronson upon presentation of invoices and proof of payment for a maximum amount of $224.20 with regards to said conference offered by the Federation of Canadian Municipalities.
Thank you very much. A seconder on this will be Councillor D'Amico. I think this is a conference that pertains certainly to Councillor Aronson's commissionership, and the Federation of the FCM, as we know it, the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, has great conferences, and they bring together speakers and have policy background to really help municipalities advance, certainly in this aspect on climate change. So, Councillor Aronson, we're looking forward to the report back of what interesting things you can bring back to the city. So, all in favor? Carried. Item number 8, approval of the 2022 grants for local nonprofit community organizations. This is Councillor Roux. Madame Roux.
Attendu que selon les articles 4, 90 et 91 de la loi sur les compétences municipales, toute municipalité peut notamment, à l'égard de la culture, des loisirs, des activités et des parcs, accorder toute aide qu'elle juge appropriée. Attendu que toutes les demandes de subvention des groupes communautaires et organismes locaux pour l'année 2022 ont fait l'objet d'une évaluation par l'administration conformément aux politiques de la Ville sur l'aide financière en matière de loisirs et de culture. Attendu que le comité plénier du Conseil a passé en revue les demandes des organismes locaux sans but lucratif. Attendu que la directrice de la bibliothèque et des événements communautaires et la directrice générale adjointe et trésorière services corporatifs de proximité, recommande que les dites demandes soient approuvées. I move that the grants offered by the City of Westmount for the year 2022, totaling $145,500, be approved as follows. Atwater Library, a supporting grant of $35,560 to help finance its operating cost. Green Avenue Community Center, Centre Green, a supporting grant of $10,000 to help finance its operating cost. Centre Contactivity Inc., a supporting grant of $75,000 to help finance its operating cost. Visual Arts Center, a supporting grant of $4,823 for services provided to the city. Westmount Battery, a supporting grant of $5,000 for the maintenance of the cannon and purchase of historically accurate costumes. Westmount Historical Association, a supporting grant of $3,375 to help finance its operating cost. And the YMCA of Quebec Westmount, a supporting grant of $11,742 for programs provided to the city and the community at large. That the expenditure be allocated according to the financial information described in the decision-making file number 2022-1462.
Apologies, I was muted. Thank you, Councillor Roux. A seconder on this will be Councillor Aronson. Any further comments on this? Councillor Roux or anyone else in terms of, this has been a lot, we've supported a lot of these organizations in the past through our grants program, and they are different organizations that offer programming to citizens that the city is not able to offer. And so I think many citizens would be very familiar with these different organizations. If anyone else wants to comment, otherwise we will call for a vote on this.
I was just going to say they're all part of our community, and I think we're happy to encourage them.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. So all in favor? Carried. Item number 9 is renouvellement d'un contrat collecte et transport des matières recyclables du secteur commercial. Yeah, we have a change on this for the.
No, I'm just sorry to interrupt. Ideally, Councillor Chamy would reread the point at the beginning when he proposed that we would be adopting l'ordre du jour. I think that what was said is le procès verbal. So we have to reread it by saying l'ordre du jour because it's as if we haven't adopted it that way.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Chamy.
Yeah, so I'll reread the adoption of the agenda, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
I move that the agenda of the regular council sitting of February 21st, 2022 be adopted with the removal of the following item. 11, notice of motion, bylaw 1585, amending the bylaw respecting the remuneration of elected municipal officials.
Yes, that's sufficient. Perfect. And a seconder on that will be Councillor Gallery. All in favor? Carried. Now we will go back to item number 9, which I believe Councillor D'Amico is moving.
Madame la mairesse, attendu que suite à l'appel d'offres sur invitation numéro INV-2021-006, le Conseil municipal a octroyé le contrat pour la collecte et transport des matières recyclables du secteur commercial à TTI Environnement Inc., attendu que le contrat prévoit la faculté de le renouveler à une reprise à la discrétion de la Ville pour une période de 12 mois, attendu que le directeur des travaux publics recommande de renouveler le contrat pour la période du 1er avril 2022 au 31 mars 2023. I move to authorize the renewal of the contract awarded to TTI Environment Inc. as part of the call for tenders by invitation number INV 2021-06 for the collection and transport of recyclable materials from the commercial sector for the period April 1st, 2022 to March 31st, 2023 for a maximum amount of $29,831.62, including taxes, to authorize an expenditure in the amount of $27,240.25, including tax credits for the purpose of this contract, the whole in conformity with the contractual documents of the call for tenders INV-2021-006.
Thank you. And I believe there's one more line.
Sorry, Madam Mayor, to allocate this expenditure in accordance with the financial information included in the decision-making file number 2022-1471.
Thank you, Councillor D'Amico. A seconder on this, Councillor Aronson. Any further comments? The cost of our recycling contracts. Councillor Aronson, would you like to comment?
Just reiterating our comments, and the last time we renewed one of these contracts, they may appear on the surface as though these are very expensive contracts. Indeed, they are. This is taxpayer money that we look after very, very carefully. Nevertheless, the recycling program is an integral part of the services offered to the city by the citizens, and a really big part of making sure that we all do our individual efforts to look after our environment and to try and keep as many items out of landfills as humanly possible. And so I'd urge my fellow councillors to vote in favor of this motion, and in the event that it's passed, to urge anyone listening and all residents of Westmount to make use of this program and all of the other environmental-oriented programs. It's really important that we all do our part. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Aronson, and you are very correct in saying that this is our core business. This is part of the key services that we offer. So on that note, all in favor? Carried. Item number 10, modification to a contract, restoration of the Westmount Heritage Greenhouses, execution of work. Councillor Gallery.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I move that the contract awarded to St. Denis Thompson Inc. for the restoration of the Westmount Heritage Greenhouses, execution of work, resolutions number 2020-12-249 and 2021-06-144 and 2021-10-239 be further modified and increased to a maximum amount of $6,313,472.71, including taxes. That an additional expenditure be authorized in the amount of $207,749.26, including taxes, for the restoration of the Westmount Heritage Greenhouses, execution of work with St. Denis Thompson Inc. To allocate this expenditure in accordance with the financial information included in the decision-making files number 2020-1143, 2021-1287, 2021-1374, and 2022-1487.
Thank you very much, Councillor Gallery. Seconder on this will be Councillor Shammy. This is an additional expense on the greenhouses, but we are getting close to the end, as you can see if you're walking by. So that will be good news when we are at the end of this. So any further comments on this? Councillor Gallery? No?
No, we're like you said, we're getting near the end. So we're almost there.
All in favor? Carried. Item number 11 is withdrawn from the agenda. So item number 12 is our last item on the agenda. Numéro 12, adoption règlement 1584 sur le code d'éthique et la déontologie des élus municipaux de la ville de Westmount. Monsieur le greffier.
Alors, je signale, Madame la mairesse, que le règlement, une copie du règlement a été remise à tous les élus. Alors, l'objet du règlement est d'accorder la priorité aux valeurs sur lesquelles les membres du Conseil fondent leurs décisions et contribuer à une meilleure compréhension des valeurs de la Ville, instaurer des normes de comportement qui promeuvent ces valeurs comme faisant partie intégrante du processus de prise de décision par les élus, ainsi que dans leur conduite générale, prévenir les conflits d'éthique et, s'ils surviennent, aider à les résoudre de manière efficace et judicieuse, assurer l'application des mesures visant à faire respecter le code d'éthique et de déontologie en cas de manquement déontologique. Voilà, Madame la mairesse.
Merci beaucoup. Est-ce que je peux avoir la déclaration de la part de chaque membre du conseil présent à la fait qu'il ou elle a lu le règlement? So declared. Merci. Conseiller Chamy.
Merci, Madame la mairesse. Je propose que le règlement 1584, intitulé « Règlement sur le code d'éthique et de déontologie des élus municipaux de la ville de Westmount » soit adopté.
Merci beaucoup. Puis, un appuyeur sur ça. Councillor Gallery, all in favor? Carried. Je déclare que le règlement 1584, intitulé « Règlement sur le code d'éthique et de déontologie des élus municipaux de la ville de Westmount » ayant été adopté, il est ordonné que les avis soient donnés conformément à la loi. Et ça, c'est la fin du réunion. Hein. That is the end of our agenda for our motions. Now we go to our second question period if there are any questions, and if not, we will adjourn the meeting. And you can ask a question in the Q&A section of the Zoom. And I don't see any at this point. So on that note, I will wish you all a good night. Thank you very much. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.